It's the nation's favourite antiques experts.
Which way are the bargains?
Behind the wheel of a classic car.
Do you know where we are?
And a goal to scar Britain for antiques.
Act 1, Scene 1.
The aim, to make the biggest profit at auction. But it's no mean feat. There'll be worthy winners.
We're in the money.
And valiant losers.
Broken. Close your ears.
Will it be the high road to glory?
It's just delightful, isn't it?
Or the slow road to disaster? This is Antiques Road Trip. Yeah. Here we go. We're in the northwest of England with this pair of antique buying buddies.
Oh, welcome to Lancashire.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Tell me about your experiences with Lancashire.
Funnily enough, you're going to be really surprised by this, had no experience of Lancashire.
You've never been to Lancashire?
No.
You've never had a Lancashire hot pot?
No, I do like a hot pot, though.
Do you?
Is that the one with sort of like meat and then thin slices of potato?
What do I know about cooking? Absolutely nothing.
Do you not cook?
No.
No, the culinary arts do not number amongst David Harper's talents. He does know one or two things about antiques, though.
I've learned a lot from you. Your pearls of wisdom.
Oh, stop it, stop it.
No.
Give me more, give me more.
Yeah. I haven't got enough time to talk about how all the amazing things that you've taught me about.
We'll give you 5 minutes then.
Lap it up while you can, old boy. Despite this being Hettie Jago's first road trip, the student may well become the master. On the last leg, David was sounding a bit flat, while Hettie was hitting the high notes and pocketing the most notes at auction too.
£85.
Hey.
And the less said about David's sale room experience, the better.
£60.
I can't believe that, David. Are you OK?
So while David is still in the lead with 3 auctions in the bag, Hettie has picked up her first win on the road.
I've never been, but I am so excited about going to Blackpool, honestly.
What excites you?
I love the seaside and I love sort of arcades and stuff like that, so...
You're amazing. You are. And when I say amazing, I don't really know whether I mean that in a really good way or just more of a fascinating way.
Yeah, really unusual.
And now, having both started out with a £1,500 stake, Hettie has £547. And David's got £173. In other words, he's nearly skint.
Now, we're coming towards the end of our journey together.
Oh, no, it's sad.
After setting off in Scotland, our pair have meandered south, across the border into England, and will finish their shopping in Lancashire.
Well, I think you've done fantastically well, I really do, and it's been an absolute delight. So far, you might ruin yourself at any point, I don't know. I don't know.
There's still time. Our final trip to the shops concludes in Bretherton, but it begins in Blackpool, under the shadow of its iconic tower at the Grade 2 listed Regent Cinema.
Look at this big antique building, recycled, repurposed.
Can't wait to see what's inside.
After you.
Thank you.
And although it's now packed with antiques, it's also still a movie house. I think we might be a tad early for the matinee. Let's shop first, shall we?
See all the sorts of things you can find in a box.
Good thing there are lots of boxes, then.
Oh, goodness me. Do you know, sometimes objects just put a smile on your face. This is one, and it's not an antique. Far from it. It's got age, but no great age. It's mid-20th century, and it comes from a period, one we refer to as Hollywood glamour. It's that time after the Second World War, full of hope and aspiration and American blockbuster movies. And this mirror, dating from the 1950s, sums up all of that time, but it takes me back in time. Because we talk about antiques taking us back in time, centuries or even thousands of years by touching them. But it transports me back personally to my grandmother, my Irish grandmother, who really was Hollywood glamour. She used to dress like a Hollywood movie star, and she would drive around Coventry in her Ford Zephyr with leopard print seat covers, and she would come home and she'd have a mirror like this. She'd look in the mirror, she'd adjust her diamante earrings before she left and hit the clubs of Coventry. Happy memories.
No sale, though. What about Hettie?
This is a classic piece of lighting design. So this is called the angle poise lamp, which many people will know, but it's designed by somebody called George Carradine in 1931, and he was actually a vehicle engineer, and he worked with suspension systems, and he came up with this suspension system for lighting.
In his Bath workshop.
Because it's got a round base, is one of the later models. So this is designed sort of late 1960s. So there were different styles of this lamp. The first one that was made was a square base. Now those are the ones that are really, really collectible at auction. They make a lot of money in the hundreds. However, I just love the beige. Beige is my favourite colour. It's just such a mid-century design. Now, I'm looking for Herbert Terry and Sons, who were the manufacturers of Carradine's design. So here, yeah, it's an original one. It's not in the best condition, unfortunately. I've got quite a big dent there. So I don't think I'll be buying it, but I just love it. It's the first task lighting and such a style icon.
Speaking of which...
Oh my goodness me. I don't really know where to begin with these things. So let's look at the body. Hardwood, oak, maybe a fruit wood, a burr. You've got that burr design there. That's the juicy piece of any fine timber, that burr. So when you think of a classic car with that gorgeous burr walnut, this is the burr, the expensive cut. So we're looking at something 1950s, 1960s. I don't think they were made in a factory. I think they are scratch made, in other words, one-offs, and created with, I'm going to say love. Yes, I'm going to say it, because it would take love, time and money to create these things. Now, £45 for the pair. Well, I'll try and get a discount, but if I don't care. I'm going to have them anyway.
That's him off and running. Hettie?
How stylish is that? I'd say just from the aesthetics of it, it's mid-century. I think it's probably 1950s, 1960s. It's got these really sweet little dolphins holding it up. It's so unusual. I would probably call it a footed bulb. I'm just looking underneath. I think it's Scandinavian. They've even thought about the design of the rim. You know, that looks like water. And the dolphins, it's like dolphins leaping out of water. That is really cool. I really like that.
Very nice. It's by designer Krista Wide.
That's really, really smart. See how much it is. So it's got £65 on it. So Swedish, 65. Is it going to make that at auction? But I really like that just as a piece of design. So that is an option.
Very Hettie, that one, I'd say.
I also like these. We're on a roll now, 2 things in a row. And these are travelling inkwells. They're covered in leather. They're very smart. They feel like nice quality. And they're Victorian. And during the Victorian times, it was very, very popular to write letters to people. Correspondence was very, very fashionable. This was also a time when travelling was becoming more accessible to more and more people. So inside, so you'd refill this with your favourite colour ink. And then here is a seal. So it stops it from leaking. So you can carry it around with you. Very, very clever. They're actually still usable today. I'd use one of these. So there's £55 on this one. And I can't see a price tag on the other.
Perhaps that's for them both.
I really, really like those. They're sweet, compact, collectible. So yeah, I'm going to take those with me. And also I like the bowl as well. So I'm going to take you to the till and see what they can do for me.
Carol will be the person to appeal to.
Hello. Hello. So I really, really like this bowl, first of all. You've got £65 on that. How much could that be?
We can do that for 40.
Okay. And I also found these lovely travelling inkwells. One of them has 55 on, the other doesn't have a price. How much could they be?
Well, for the 2, we'll do £35 each.
Right, brilliant. I'll shake your hand at that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
£110, leaving £437.
Thank you. Brilliant. I'll take these. Right, thank you. Thank you.
And now, time for a good nosy. David's got the snacks sorted.
Hello. Excuse me. This is the winner's prize.
Can I have a half-size one at
Go
least?
on, you can be a joint winner
Oh, thank you.
for a couple of minutes only. Only if you can get one to land in your mouth.
OK.
Go for it.
What just happened?
Easily entertained, these two, aren't they?
Do it again then, I bet you can't. Come on then. One more go. If you get it, you are the ultimate
The
winner.
ultimate winner of the whole road
The
trip.
whole thing.
Thank you.
Go for it.
Honorary winner.
Go. You're a big winner! You are the winner!
Hurrah! And now, after the popping, the shopping.
Oh, cheerful chap, look at that. Vintage Buddha, £250. Now, I hate to be pedantic, but that is not, strictly speaking, Buddha. Because Buddha is never shown being porky. Buddha was always thin because he relinquished all material things, including luxury foods. This is Buddhai, the Buddhist monk. He is the lucky Buddhai, and what you need to do if you own a Buddhai is stroke or tap his tummy and make a wish. Here we go. Please come true.
So far on his wish list, he has just these 2 lamps. Anything else?
I don't know about you, but I do like a bit of Chinese lacquer. This is a nice little neat example. 20 quid. It's no money. So what is Chinese lacquer? Well, first of all, the body of this stand is wood, a very light wood, and then it's covered in this red lacquer. Now, lacquer is effectively tree sap. That's what it is. And you get this lovely, smooth, almost plastic feel to it, like a Bakelite feel to it. But there is really wood under here. Look at that corner piece there, where it's had a good old whack at some point. You can just see the wood poking its way through.
Early 20th century?
So it's 20 quid. It will make profit in auction, so I will be buying it.
Best make your way to Carol, then.
Carol,
Hello.
good to see you.
And you too, David.
First of all, let me talk to you about this red lacquer Chinese table. So it's 20 quid. That's absolutely fine, so I'll have that. And then the 2 lamps. I mean, aren't they just drop-dead gorgeous?
They are indeed, yes.
45 for the pair. Can we shave a little bit off?
Unfortunately, no. That has to be the price, I'm afraid.
Well, fair enough. I'm going to have them anyway.
Making 65 in total, and just 108 left.
You're right with those.
Got to navigate my way.
He'll manage. Now, what visit to the seaside would be complete without getting some sand in between your toes, eh?
Right, shall we have a sandcastle building competition?
Okay, yeah.
Now, what should we do? The fastest sandcastle builder or the best?
Fastest.
Right.
Come on, Hettie.
So it doesn't have to be good. Is that what you're saying?
You've got better shoveling technique than
I'll have
me.
to just slow down. Come on.
Yours is going to fall apart though. You haven't done it delicately enough.
Blimey, David. That's showing some gusto.
My face. Hang on, give me a little bit.
Oh.
No, mine's going to be something.
Give it
better.
listen, give it a good whack. Right, ready? See who's the best then.
Okay, go on then.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh my, oh.
David Harper. That bucket was brand new.
I seem to have broken the bucket.
Look, whose is the best?
Hang on a minute.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
for God.
Yeah!
You're a winner!
Oh, I'm happy with that. I'm
Oh,
pleased.
hey, look at the seagulls.
You are awful!
He's a rotter, isn't he? Now, let's shake the sand out of our shoes and carry on shopping. At a nearby fishing and fisherman's friend manufacturing destination. Yes, you've guessed it, Fleetwood, where David's been deposited at Victoria Quays Antiquities with £108 at the ready. Plus, proprietor Ian is here to help.
Aha, now, you might often hear us describe things in this business as having the look. Well, this is just the perfect example of that. This has the look. The look of an 18th century, terribly refined French Louis XV, Louis XVI kind of commode chest. And that's what it is. It's a commode chest. But it's not the commode that you're thinking of. It's a French term for a low cabinet or a low chest of drawers. So it wasn't made in the 18th century, but it was made, I think, circa 1930 in France. It's got a serpentine shape to it, a marble top, and a painted panel, which is really quite nice. It's got all of the appearance of something that could possibly be worth an absolute fortune.
75 on the ticket. What's the inside like?
Okay. There's the proof, really, that it is a reproduction. Look at the bright red in the mahogany here, and the way that the shelves are laid out, very repro. It's as simple as that. But at the money, 75 quid, it's no money. I don't think it's going to make a fortune more than that in auction. But I think if you wanted to really flash up, bling up a room with something that looks like it could be worth $1 million, this is the baby. Marble top, ready to go. Absolutely nothing wrong with it whatsoever. If I can trim it down a little bit, I will make a profit in auction.
Gird your loins, son.
Ian, very good to see you.
Great to see you.
The French reproduction commode, 75 quid. It's no money, but to give me a good chance in auction, could it be a bit less?
It's got to be at least 55. Would you give me 55?
55.
55, done.
Very accommodating. £53 left. And back to the motor, where our pair are reunited.
You don't eat any fruit, do you?
Fruit. No, I have a phobia of bananas.
I know. Oh, actually,
you
that's
know
just,
about the phobia.
I have, and it's
don't
just reminded me, and it's made me very hungry.
Oh, it's so brown. That's gone off. That's not right. Please don't open that in the car.
You're both bananas, I can tell you that. Nighty-night. Day 2, and it's sunglasses weather in Lancashire.
Oh, Hettie, the sun is shining. It's our final chance to get the roof off.
I know. At the very end of our trip, suddenly the sunshine comes out.
What is that telling us?
I know. It bodes well for the auction, though.
Well, but for whom?
Exactly. I'm hoping to make a comeback.
Well, we all live in hope.
Oh, Hetz, come on, pull in. Let's get this
Yeah.
roof off. Let's make the most of it. Come on, I'll give you the instructions.
Yeah.
It's terribly complicated.
Is it?
Yeah.
And while you do that, we'll review yesterday's shopping. David picked up 3 items. An early 20th century Chinese lacquered urn stand, a French commode, and a pair of 1950s Burr root wood table lamps, as you do.
The patination is just delicious.
Leaving him with £53 for today. Meanwhile, Hettie is rolling in the money with £437 left after buying a Krista-wide Swedish hammered bowl
How stylish is that?
and a pair of leather-covered Victorian travelling inkwells, as you do.
And 3, 2, 1,
Oh, satisfying noise.
done.
Top down, wheels up! Let's get this show back on the road.
Wow.
Yes.
Feel the sunshine, can't you? It's warm.
It
really
is
warm.
glorious. Now, we are now part of this fabulous countryside.
Yeah.
I mean, genuinely, you feel it. You can hear the birds, you can feel the wind, you can smell the field. It's beautiful,
Yeah,
isn't
it's quite peaceful, isn't it?
Nothing quite like the wind in your hair, eh, David?
it? That is just heavenly.
Today's shopping kicks off in Lytham St Anne's. Hettie has dropped David off and is arriving at her first shop of the day, Verdi Antiques, in search of profit-making purchases. With £437 to aid her.
I really like this. The main reason being that I bought one very, very similar for my house and I use it as a TV table. This is a really, really nice example though. This is nicer than mine. So this has got this beautiful brass binding around the edges of it and has the key with it as well.
85 being asked for that one.
It's quite portable and the handles are intact. It's probably sort of mid-century, it's not hugely old, but it's got a really nice wear to it. It sort of tells a story. I love it, I really, really love it, and I really want to buy it.
She's feeling decisive today.
This is really, really stylish. I love this. I think it's a record rack. Let's have a look. Oh, look, fits perfectly. It's like a toast rack for your records.
Perfect for your collection of The Jam records.
Records are a thing again now, aren't they? I'm really into this kind of design, this postmodern design. Particularly, I love Memphis as well during the 1980s.
A group of mainly Italian designers founded in Milan.
And this sort of echoes that. It's the globular feet, it's the wirework sort of style that I really like and actually does quite well at auction. 70s and 80s sort of furniture and collectibles are doing really well. It's got £45 on the price tag, which I think might be a little bit much. So, I'm going to have to ask about this one.
Parliamo, eh?
Hello, Dave.
Oh, hi, Hettie.
I really like the 70s record rack. Really cool style, isn't it?
Funnily enough, I've got something else similar to that. It's a hat stand over there.
Okay.
Would you like to see it?
Yes, please, yeah.
Sure, no problem.
Could be on for an antiques hat trick here.
Here you go, Hettie. This is what I was talking about.
I really like that. The only thought I'm having is that do people use hat stands anymore?
Well, I guess a few people do, yeah. I mean, I sometimes wear a hat.
Do you? You're a hat wearer.
And it's also got a stick stand here to put your umbrellas.
Yeah.
Walking sticks.
Ticket price, £48.
So if I were to buy that one and the record rack as well, I'd probably sell them as a combined lot. So what sort of price could you do for me on the two?
I do them for £30 each, so it's £60.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you've also got a lovely blanket box, campaign sort of style box. You've got 85 on that. What could we do on the price if I was to buy that and the other two?
I could do that one for 65 for you.
Yeah, brilliant. OK, I'll have all three of them. Thank you very much, thank you.
Making a grand total of £125,
125.
which leaves £312.
Right, I'll grab them on the way out. It was lovely to meet you. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
You're gonna need to get the car to collect that box. Meanwhile, David is taking a breather from shopping and has made his way to Chorley. Like many Lancashire towns, it was once filled with cotton mills. But whilst they have disappeared, another manufacturer has been thriving here since 1937. Droits, a traditional soap producer founded in 19th century Russia. Making soap by hand, their unique method has been unchanged for over 100 years, surviving both the Russian Revolution and Nazi Germany. David is meeting director Alistair McCracken to find out what makes Droits so unique.
This, I've got to say, Alistair, looks like a fascinating collection. I'm guessing this is the history of the company.
We were founded in Russia in 1893 by the Danishevsky family. They had to flee Russia in the 1920s after the revolution. The ownership had to go to the people, which was absolutely fine, but they had to flee.
As the Bolsheviks took power, the Danishevskys were forced to abandon their factory. They emigrated to Germany, where they set up shop in Berlin and rebuilt their business. But Europe was about to be convulsed once more with the coming to power of Hitler's Nazi party. So the Danishevskys, a Jewish family, escaped once again, ending up in northwest England.
So the whole family decamped from Germany.
Yep. And they found this old, empty yarn mill in Chorley.
Are you saying this is the building?
So this is the building. So we've been here since 1937.
Wow.
Pavel, the grandson of the original founder, set up the factory. During World War II, production was halted as glycerin, a key ingredient for soap, was needed to manufacture munitions. However, after the war, business was back up and running, and it hasn't stopped since.
Moving down here to examples of very early soap.
Yes.
Can I handle one?
Yes, you can.
Are we talking
Completely safe.
antique soap here?
I know. The process that we use today was first developed in 1907 by the company. And so in the 1920s in Germany, they were using the same process.
Right.
It's gone off, but you could use that.
And you can smell it.
It's amazing,
It smells
isn't it?
lovely, yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
So how old would that be?
We're guessing 100 years.
That is magnificent. I have never handled antique soap before.
There you go. And it does last for a long time.
Can I handle these?
You can.
I mean, that is soap.
Yeah.
That is an absolutely exquisite model
I know.
of a dog, and I can see lots of other models here.
Yeah.
When was the factory here making models of dogs and policemen and monkeys and all sorts of things?
After the war, gradually we were able to make soap again.
When did you last make these novelty soaps?
In around the sort of mid-60s.
Why did it come to an end?
Well, because we decided to concentrate on glycerin soap.
In the 1950s, pharmaceutical giant Procter & Gamble revolutionized soap manufacturing with an invention called the continuous process. This meant larger companies were able to increase their production, making it difficult for smaller enterprises to compete. From that point on, Droits focused on their handmade soap bars, which they still make, using the same process and equipment today.
Now, Belinda, this looks very dangerous.
So what we do,
Yeah.
foot down, straight on. But, like, as you see, go like this. Would you like to try?
I would like to try.
So you're going to push it, you're going
Yeah.
to guide it up with your left hand.
Push them up,
Left
yeah.
hand.
Push them up with the left hand, OK. Now, Emma, I'm not quite as fast as Belinda.
Yeah.
You might have noticed. And not quite as good either. How many would you do in an hour?
About 4,500 of those, yeah.
In an hour?
Yeah.
How many do you think I would do?
About 100.
100?
100, yeah.
Is that good?
That's really good.
Is it?
Droits has survived for over 100 years, the Daniszewski family persevering through violent revolution and escaping an evil fascist regime. They're now part of the fabric of Chorley's history, and their legacy lives on in the soap that is still made here and sent out across the world. Oh, Lord, put a shirt on, man. There's still some shopping to do. After toweling off and being collected by Hettie, our pair are back in the murk.
You, Mrs. You've got one chance left.
I know.
Last chance saloon for you.
We're finishing up in the village of Bretherton.
Something I've learned from you is that I need to buy more unusual things.
Yeah, I think that is
Unusual
the key.
sells, doesn't it?
You can lose your shirts with unusual things,
Yeah.
of course, but at least they give you the chance of making a big profit because you can't really
Yeah.
put a value on them.
No, exactly.
Well, one final shop to find the unusual one.
Perfect, right outside the door. Look at you.
No, I'm even going to park it really well for you.
Oh dear.
Whoops!
Hit the curb a little bit, but...
I think that was all right.
As keen as ever, with less cash though, of course.
Yeah, have you been before?
No, I haven't. Have you?
Yes, I have. It's wonderful. Go on, after you.
Thank you very much.
Although Hettie may be best placed to get a wee bit more out of this retail experience, as she still has over £300 left in the kitty. David, not so much. Just 53. So, acting on advice from shopkeeper Aidan, he's arrived at this conversation piece.
First of all, let me tell you what it's made from. Well, it's mahogany. And what is it? Well, it's an urn stand, a vase stand.
Another urn stand, eh? Like buses, you don't see one for weeks and then two come along at once.
Started life in about 1830, 1835. It's King William IV in its period. Take a look at the base, that lovely shaped base. So everything from here up to here is original, and you would have had a column up to about this height and then a really lovely round or oval table. So there you have it, an upcycled, recycled William IV breakfast table made into an urn stand stroke occasional table. There is only one of these in the world. It's an oddity, it's quirky, it's £23, and I reckon that will make me money in auction. So I'm having it.
That's him spent up. But with a Hettie, with lots left. But will it be an antique or a decorative item?
Hello, Ada.
Hello, Hettie. How are you, darling?
Lovely to meet you.
Good to see you, too.
Oh, thank you. You've got a lovely shop.
Yep.
I have just over £300 left to spend.
Right.
Because this is my final shop and I want an absolute showstopper.
Well, we'll see what we can do for you.
Can you help me find something?
I can certainly try. We'll
Okay.
see what we've got hidden away.
I'm sure he'll have just the thing tucked away in the back.
Look at the quality.
Okay, I'm in love with it already.
So this is an éperne, a centrepiece for flowers and food.
And how much is your absolutely beautiful éperne?
Well, you're going to love this. 2.5.
Okay. So it's by James Dixon and Sons.
Yeah.
So it's silver plated.
Yep.
I mean, if that was in silver, that would be a huge amount of money, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? Is there any sort of discount on that? Because I'm just thinking about auction price. If someone brought that to me, I'd say sort of between 180 and 230 it would sell for, and I don't want to be at a loss.
For you, you'd have to be near it. How near can you get?
If you can do 190, I will shake your hand at 190.
210.
195.
200.
I just... okay. Yeah, okay, thank you. I will... Oh, no,
I've been smashed in.
my beautiful pen.
No.
112 left over. Ever helpful aid, Anne, has certainly lived up to his name.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, darling.
Take
Just
it to
be
auction
careful.
now. I know. Hope it does okay.
You've got a problem now.
You okay with that?
No, it's a beastie in a very good way.
Yeah.
Bit like their motor, then. They just need to point it forwards towards that final auction. But first, some shut-eye. Welcome back to Rosewell, the former mining village which will be the venue for auction number 5. After promenading and purchasing in Blackpool and beyond, our experts have lugged their last lot of souvenirs towards Scotland and Thompson Roddick, where they'll be selling in the room, on the net and on the phone. Sibel Thompson is in charge.
At 110.
Here we are again, Hettie.
I know, I'm excited.
You're always excited.
I'm always happy.
Jump in and let's go and be happy.
Yes, let's. David parted with £143 for his 4 auction lots.
This little urn stand is actually quite a useful piece of furniture. These little lacquer tables, they often come in pairs, but sadly there's only one. But it's a nice one, it's in reasonably good condition. We then have a crossover of buyers. Will it be a furniture buyer? Or will it be somebody who buys Oriental?
Hettie really splashed the cash this time, with £435 spent on 5 lots.
Things made in Sweden and Denmark, they do have a particular following at auction. People collect them. They're renowned for their quality and their craftsmanship. And this bowl definitely shows that with the lovely leaping dolphins. And I think it'll do okay today.
Here we go.
This is where the action happens.
Of course, David's already won the week, but Hettie can make it close.
I think you're on a bit of a roll, definitely. You're definitely on a roll. You look really confident, actually.
I feel more confident after last time.
She starts us off with her Victorian travel inkwells.
I quite like them. I
Right.
know I've paid too much for them.
What do you pay?
70.
70. Oh,
I know.
not 7.
No, not 7. Not 7. That's so
7-0.
mean. 7-0, I know.
Right.
And I've got 15, 18, 20.
No, I know I've paid too much, but I like them.
25.
I think they're worth 50 quid.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
It's okay.
Oh.
At £25.
Oh dear.
Not the best of beginnings, I think we can all agree.
Am I the only one who still uses an inkwell?
You're the only one in the world.
David's turn, his Burr Root table lamps.
45 quid for the
Okay.
pair.
Yeah.
Mega Rooney, they should make 80. More, 100, they should.
£50 for these. 50, 30,
Can I pay for them? 45.
£30 for them.
Sorry, I'm having a bit of a heart
Back
attack.
all the nice stuff I said about them.
£20 to make a start. 20 bid. 20. These look for nothing.
I know,
At 20 bid.
I know.
20 bid. But I'm selling them anyway at 20.
No, no.
20 pounds. Anyone else going on at
God.
£20?
Well.
to bid.
Oh dear, just as well he wasn't selling a lead balloon as well.
After all that build-up.
I would have bought those. I really like them.
Well, for 20 quid you would.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
The auctioneer's favourite is next, for lovers of Scandi design and dolphins.
And price paid?
I paid 40.
Oh, I think that's very good.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
paper, that sounds like a profit to me.
Who would like to start mid? £60 for it. £50 to make a start. 30 bid, 30 bid.
It's very,
30
very
bid, 30
clean
bid,
and stylish.
Yeah, I like that sort of thing.
I do.
38, 40, 2, 5, 8.
Oh, okay.
There you go,
Good.
into profit. Well done.
50. Any advance on 50? On commission, you're all out in the room at 50. Anyone else going on at £50?
First profit of the day.
I'm happy with that. That's good.
David's urn stand number 1 now. Bought cheaply.
There will be profit here.
Oh, there's got to be.
Guaranteed.
£50 for the urn stand.
Should make 80. Shouldn't it 100?
£50 for it. Anybody want it for 50?
Oh dear.
50 bid. 55, 60, 5, 70, 5, 80, £80. 80 pounds. Anyone else going on?
That was a nice feeling, that run there.
£80.
Well done. That's a great profit.
That's more than double bubble, that's quadruple bubble. Or triple bubble.
That's really hard to say,
Triple,
triple bubble.
Who cares? It's double something and a bit more.
Hettie's Italian design-inspired retro selection is next. Records are back. Not so sure about hats, though.
Would you have them in your house?
Yeah, I
You would?
actually. It's not my normal kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I do think they're really, really cool.
Well, they're bang on trend, aren't they?
They are at the moment.
Yeah, they are.
So hopefully.
OK, this might be good.
And who'd like to start? Made £50 for them.
Remind me what you paid.
50.
60.
50, £50, 40,
Oh dear.
£30 for them. 30
might
bid,
go,
30
might go.
bid, 30 bid. It's a room bid of 30.
Might be a double bubble loss.
30
It might
bid,
be.
30
Yeah.
bid. 32, 32, 35, 38, 40, 40, 42, 45, 48, 50, 5, 55.
It's off. It's off.
55.
Hettie.
Anyone else going on at 55? At 55.
Very close to what you paid.
Quite. It could have been much worse.
So you feel quite relieved.
Yeah.
Good.
That's a relief. I'll take a £5 loss any day.
Exactly. You can live with that.
Hettie's rather smart campaign-style box next.
I paid £65 for it.
Seems like quite a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Optimistic. No, I don't think that is too much.
No, don't you think?
I paid about £75 for mine, including fees, when I bought mine at auction.
Okay.
So, and it's nicer than mine.
Okay.
So I'm hoping for a little bit more than that.
Okay, well, let's have a look at it. Let's see when it comes up on the
I'm
screen.
ever the optimist.
We're at 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100. 110. 110. 110.
You're surprised, I'm surprised.
110. 110. 110. 110. Anyone else going on at 110? 110. I'm selling away at 110. At £110.
Please forgive me.
Well done, Hettie. She could win this, you know.
Can't stop smiling now.
You know, don't you? You know stuff no one else
do.
knows. You do.
Well, they both do. David spotted this one, a French commode chest.
It could make a couple of hundred.
So it's nice quality, it's hand
Yes,
painted, it's
hand painted, marble, and it's got the look.
okay.
A real interior designer's look.
Yeah.
So this is a big hope for me, Hettie. A big hope.
Big hope, and it was 55.
55.
Okay.
We've got 55, 65, 75, 85,
Come on,
95,
baby.
100, 110, 120, 130, 130, 140, 150.
Hollywood glamour, it's where it's at.
150, 160, 170.
Creeping up quickly, isn't it?
180, 190.
Get in there.
200. He looks happier now.
Yeah.
200.
Bye.
Smiling now.
God, I need this. Yeah.
200, 200, 200, 220,
Oh.
240.
Even better than you
240,
thought.
I know.
240 for the commode at 240. Anyone else
I didn't
going
know I
on
was so
at
brilliant.
240?
No, I didn't know you were so
240.
brilliant. Look at you.
Tenth
No one
in the
does.
room, of course, at 240, at 240.
Oh, well done on that.
Thank you very much.
Very impressive.
Like he said, it's got the look.
Hollywood glamour, that's where it's at.
Now for Hettie's big buy, her Art Nouveau épergne.
£200.
I know.
Are you sure you haven't got these numbers mixed up?
No,
200.
unfortunately not. But we'll
What
see.
is the prediction then?
I'd like
You've
it to
got to
make
have a
at least
prediction.
like 250 or something. I don't know, David.
It's a risky one.
It is a really risky one.
And who would like to start, mate? £60 for the épergne. 60. Nice with its flutes. 60.
Oh, dear.
The booker can start at 40 bid, 40 bid, 40 bid, 42, 45, 48, 55, 55. You're out at the back at 55, make no mistake. It's on the book at 55 for the pair.
Ouch, I can feel the pain coming. I can feel it coming.
£55. 910.
Oh dear.
Nicely understated reaction, Hettie. No gnashing of teeth here.
How is that pain? Is it sweet?
Is what?
The pain, is it
pain?
sweet? Pain should be sweet.
Why is pain
Because
sweet?
you learn from pain.
Yeah, I have learnt to never buy a pern ever again.
Never, ever, ever. Anyone offers you a pern, you just say no.
Yeah, straight away. Just no, I don't want to see it. No, I don't want to look at another one ever again.
Don't buy a purse.
What about William IV tables turned into urn stands? David's last lot.
It's not to everyone's taste. Not very many people know what it is.
This isn't sounding good, David.
I know,
They don't understand it.
No, they don't. The world doesn't understand me or my
Might do.
purchases.
They might do, we'll see.
£30 for this. 30, 20, 20, £10. Lovely piece of mahogany. £10. £10, 10 bid, 10 bid, 10 bid, 12, 15, 18, 20, 2, 5, 8, 30. Standing at the back at 30. £30. And selling, make
Bit
no
of
mistake.
profit,
at
profit on
30.
paper.
Any advance on £30. To bidder 50.
And that last sliver of profit just about wraps things up.
That's the end of our trip.
I know, I can't believe it. It's gone
I
so
know.
quickly. I've had the best time, though.
I've had a fantastic time.
you.
Shall we go and get a bit of sunshine and defragment everything?
Yes, let's
Shall
go
we?
and celebrate our road trip.
We should, because it's been a glorious trip, no matter who's made money or who hasn't. It's
No.
been fantastic.
OK, come on.
Thank you.
Yes, they've done awfully well. But I'm sure you'd want me to also reveal the result of this one. Hettie's going to have to settle for silver again, I'm afraid, because after auction costs, she's ended up with £193 and a 10p loss. While David, also with sale room fees deducted, made a very nice profit of £160 and 40p. All of which means that he's the overall victor with 4 auctions to 1. Between them, David and Hettie have made £1,018 and 80p for children in need. So well done.
Hettie.
Oh, you look very happy.
Well, it's just, I look very happy because it's been the most enjoyable trip.
It's been a fabulous debut for Hettie.
Oh, we've got a whopper.
Old hand David really took her under his wing.
Welcome to the Antiques Road Trip.
Thank you, I'm having the best time.
And despite the odd hiccup,
21.
I can't believe that, David. Are you OK?
the veteran showed the rookie how it's done.
Yes!
I only had 1 win this time, but next time I'm going big. I want 5 wins. I want to win the whole thing. I want to do really well.
Let's do it all again.
Yes.
Honestly, Hettie, any time it'd be a joy.
Ah.
Sure would. Next time, it's a brand new trip with Natasha Raskin-Sharp and Ishi Khan. Tash gets arty.
I'm a great admirer of the Impressionists.
And Ishi makes best friends.
How do you think it's going so far?
Rubbish.